High above the clouds, where the air is thin and the silence is heavy with the weight of ancient stone, a silent giant is waking up. It's not a volcano, and it's not a myth. It is a $150 billion concrete titan designed to harness the raw, untamed fury of the Yarling Sangpo River. But this is more than engineering. It is a physical redistribution of our planet's mass. Scientists warn that what is being built in the Great Bend could slow the very rotation of the Earth, stretching our days by microseconds and tilting our axis. It is a masterpiece of ambition, or perhaps the ultimate water bomb. Today on Wikivedia Plus, we will decode the mystery of the Medog Dam and the high-stakes game for the roof of the world. Let's dive in. To understand the scale of the Medog project, we must first look back at the Three Gorges Dam, completed in 2006. That structure was so massive that NASA scientists confirmed it shifted Earth's mass enough to change the length of a day by 0.06 microseconds. Now, imagine a project 3 times larger. A monster designed to generate 60 gigawatts of power, enough to fuel the entire United Kingdom. This isn't just a dam. It's a geographical transformation. The Yarling Sangpo, the highest major river in the world, drops over 2,000 meters in a single stretch known as the Great Bend. It is here, in a canyon twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, that China is pouring millions of tons of concrete into a seismic ticking clock. The logistics of such a feat are beyond human limits. The terrain is a vertical nightmare of ice, jagged rock, and thin air. This is why China has turned to a ghost workforce. AI-driven bulldozers, autonomous cranes, and 3D printing robots are the primary laborers on this site. There are no human errors here, no fatigue, and no witnesses. The machines work in a rhythmic, mechanical trance, building a monument to human ego in a place where nature never intended for us to stay. The cost, $150 billion, is a figure that eclipses the GDP of many nations. Why spend so much? Because water is the new oil. In the corridors of Beijing, this is known as the East Data West Computing Strategy. Tibet is freezing cold, making it the perfect natural cooling chamber for massive AI server farms and crypto mining operations. By fueling these digital brains with the cheap, limitless energy of the Medog Dam, China plans to turn the roof of the world into the digital headquarters of the future. But there is a darker side to this thirst for power. The Yarling Sangpo doesn't stay in China. It flows into India, where it is called the Brahmaputra, and then into Bangladesh. It is the lifeblood of nearly 100 million people. By controlling the tap in the Himalayas, China gains a weapon more effective than any nuclear warhead. But before we reveal the terrifying data behind the Sichuan effect and how a single crack in this dam could wipe out 100 million lives in a matter of hours, we must ask, is China building a power plant or a geopolitical kill switch? The answer lies in the secret tunnels beneath the Taklamakan Desert. Geopolitics is a game of leverage, and water is the ultimate lever. India views this dam as a direct existential threat. In New Delhi, officials speak of water hegemony. If China decides to divert the water during a drought, northern India withers. If they release the floodgates during a monsoon, they create an artificial tsunami. The Himalayas, once a silent barrier of peace, are now a zone of concrete militarization. Japan, sensing the danger, has stepped in, funding infrastructure in India to counter the Chinese influence. It is a chess game played with mountains and rivers. But the most chilling aspect is the Earth itself. The Himalayas are seismically active. Two tectonic plates, the Indian and Eurasian, are constantly crashing into each other. The mountains are literally still growing. Building a dam of this magnitude in such a volatile zone is like poking a sleeping dragon. In 2008, a devastating earthquake in Sichuan was linked by some scientists to the weight of water in a nearby reservoir. If the Medog Dam were to fail due to a quake or sabotage, the resulting wall of water would be thousands of feet high, traveling with the force of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs. It wouldn't just be a disaster, it would be the end of history for the civilizations downstream. Yet, the construction continues. This is the era of state capitalism where the impossible is mandated. While the West struggles to repair old bridges, China is carving tunnels through the world's highest peaks. They are betting on their engineering to conquer nature. They are betting that the rewards of controlling Asia's water and energy far outweigh the risk of a planetary catastrophe. The Medog Dam is the ultimate what-if scenario. What if we build it and it works? China becomes an unstoppable energy superpower. What if it fails? The map of Asia is rewritten in mud and blood. The Red Flag River Project, a whispered plan to divert Tibetan water 1,000 kilometers through tunnels to turn the Taklamakan Desert green, adds another layer of mystery. It would be the greatest theft of natural resources in human history. It is a vision of a world where nature is entirely subservient to the state. As we look at the blueprints of Medog, we see more than just steel and stone. We see the heartbeat of a new world order, powered by the very water that gave birth to our oldest civilizations. As the echoes of today's story fade back into the archive, we are left once again at the edge of the unknown. Thank you for journeying with us to the fringes of history and science. If these mysteries resonated with you, we invite you to support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to our growing community of seekers. Share this transmission on your social networks. Your curiosity is what keeps these stories alive. We will return soon with another chapter that was never meant to be told. Until our next encounter, stay curious. This is Wikivedia Plus.